Well, thank you so much. The small family is here from Rockland this morning. Hello, family.
Hi.
Good to see everybody. We have Kristen and Tyler. Of course, Emerson is here. Big sister is here. And how are you guys doing? You look good.
We're doing well.
Yep. Feeling good? Feeling good so far? So
Yeah.
far, so good? Yep. Yep. I can hear Emerson. She's talking to me. Sweetheart.
She's telling you.
Yeah, she's showing me her new shoes. You have some new, they're an orthopedic shoe, right? And you picked the ones with skull and crossbones on them.
Well, I picked the unicorns.
Oh, okay. But I see that the skull went over.
Dad won. With
Dad picked them out. They're great, Dad. Yeah, and I see that the heels on them squeak too, so that's great. So Emerson, 5 years old already. Time flies.
I know.
Time just flies. Let's start at the beginning. Tell us the beginning of Emerson's journey and your journey.
Sure. So she was born March 10th, 2014. Normal pregnancy, normal delivery. We really knew nothing until about a half hour after she was born. They placed her in our arms to take her over to postpartum. And the doctor at that time told us, we believe your daughter has a genetic condition. And Ty and I were both very surprised because we looked down at this baby and she was perfect. She looked normal and perfect to us. They did tell us she had a very small cleft palate, which was very posterior in the back of her mouth. Her lip was not involved, like sometimes it is.
So you wouldn't have seen that?
No, and they didn't see it on ultrasound, and it was so far back.
There's a very rowdy kid back here on the Versity Blood Center of Wisconsin. In fact, you know that because you work with some of our volunteers back here.
Yeah, I do know these ladies, yes.
Yes, I can see that, and they're very enthusiastic. That's great.
That's
awesome.
awesome.
We love it.
Yeah. So she had the cleft palate, and then they noticed a foot deformity. So her feet actually were all the way pushed up to her shins. So they said, Dr. Yadley will meet with you guys over on postpartum. And at the time we were like, okay, we just didn't know what to think because we knew nothing. So we went over to postpartum, met with Dr. Yadley. So that night, Emerson was having some feeding difficulty. Every time she would feed, she would turn blue. And they thought it was related to her palate, some coordination issues. So they actually sent us over to the NICU in the middle of the night. Fast forward 25 days. We spent 25 days in the NICU here.
You know, your life just was totally changed from what your new normal was thrown out the window because now you've spent almost a month.
Yeah. Our life was put on hold, and we had another daughter at home, and trying to balance all of that at home, and then balance our life here in the NICU. And I obviously was on maternity leave, but Ty was still trying to work.
He was trying to work?
Trying to balance all that. I was here during the day once Kaylee went to school, and then Ty would come at night, and just trying to juggle all of that. And
Kaylee, did you feel during that time, can you remember back, did you feel like you weren't getting as much attention as you would normally get? How did you feel during that time when you got a new little baby sister?
Surprised, actually.
Surprised? It still makes you tear up a little bit? Okay, honey, we're going to, here's some good news. You want a good news? We already have 12 calls. We have just started this. 12 calls. All right, 608-784-KIDS, 5437. You're a great big sister. We're not going to ask you any more questions right now, okay? We're just going to chill out here. All right, so he's trying to work. You're not able to work. You're here at the hospital. You already got one at home. What do you do next?
Well, I actually took an extended leave from work. My boss was amazing at the time, and I took 6 months leave from work, so I really wasn't working and had much of an income at all. So the CMN actually stepped up and helped us with transportation, vouchers back and forth, and when we were in the NICU and when she had hospitalizations on peds, helped us with meal vouchers at that time.
Since you work in the system and you work here, you probably had a really good indication of Children's Miracle Network, I would think, before going into this, or did you?
I knew about them at the time. I worked on surgical, so I really didn't know like how much they impacted the pediatric population in the NICU. But after having a child there, it was amazing how much they help families and how much they really impact these families. It's just amazing how much they step up. And
So you remember your first gift from CMNH?
I remember the social worker coming in and just telling us about the meal vouchers, and then just giving us a gas card, just without us even asking, like, here's this gas card to come to and from the hospital. And
You okay accepting help, or was it tough?
it was hard because, like, before that we weren't, we felt like there was other people that were, less fortunate than us, and then you have a child born with special needs, and you kind of have to take a step back and accept that help.
And I can see that Emerson, you really got to keep your eye on her because she's like a stealth. So what she has done since you and I have been conversing,
Yeah.
she's taken her glasses and both hearing aids off
Yeah, she's
simultaneously, and she can do it without, really calling attention to herself.
Yeah.
You really have to keep an eye on things, huh?
Yeah,
Because
she's a
specialized
pistol.
hearing aids, specialized glasses, where do you get you can't just run down to the,
I know when you add the word adaptive in front of
Uh-huh.
anything, it gets more expensive. The dollar signs go up. Yep.
And it's
for
not like
sure.
it's not like you can run down to the store
Mhm.
and get those things.
Mhm.
So gifts continue to come your way.
The CMN has helped us over the years with some adaptive equipment for Emerson. She has some cube chairs at home that the CMN has helped us with.
That was a cheer for the cube chair.
Yeah.
Either that or we got a really good phone
I know,
call
I don't-
at 608-784 kids. We'll take it. 5437. That's the phone number to call. That's funny, isn't it? Gunners and inpatient pediatric staff taking the phone calls right now, and they're doing a fine job. We have 13 calls that have come in. 13, and that's something to cheer about. Very popular little girl we have here.
She's
Very
pretty
popular.
amazing.
She is pretty amazing. Yeah, look at her. Yeah, she's pretty amazing. Pretty amazing, honey. So
likes the lights.
is life getting back to normal? Where are you guys at?
She's now 5 years old, and she started kindergarten full-time days. She's doing well with that. She thrives at school.
In West Salem?
Mhm.
Okay, in
Yeah,
West
she
Salem.
goes to West Salem. They have an amazing special education program. We love her teachers, her para people, her little friends at school. She
Ride the
loves them.
bus? You
She
ride
rides the bus home. We take her to school. Yeah.
So now today she's probably missing school if she enjoys it so much.
They have off school, actually. Kaylee and Emerson both have off school. Yeah.
Okay. All right. But
So-
you miss it. It
Yeah.
seems like she really enjoys
Yeah,
it.
she loves school. They actually take them swimming on Thursdays. So yesterday she went swimming at an indoor heated pool. She loves swimming. She does music therapy. She loves
Again,
that.
music therapy. I can't
Yeah.
tell you how many times over the last day and a half that we've talked about music therapy.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, some of the families that we've talked to, not able to afford it, Children's Miracle Network, jumping in, helping out with that.
Yeah, and it's a way for them to communicate, and for her, like, she has hand contractures, and it's really like help her with therapy and moving her hands more and making choices, and just her communication has been amazing with that. She loves it.
You were telling us a few minutes ago that there's a treatment you're trying out now, Botox. Tell us
Yeah.
about that.
So she gets Botox injections every 6 months. So she's had 2 treatments now. Her first treatment we did, we lumped it on with some other treatments and did it under sedation. But it's to help with her hand contractures she's had since birth. So we really think it's actually helped bring her hands open more. So she'll have another treatment coming up. This will make her, I think, 16th procedure and surgery since birth. So
5 years old, and she's had 16 procedures.
she's been through a lot.
You talk to some moms and dads, and they say, you know what, my little one just had to have their tonsils out, and it was such an ordeal. And it is.
Yeah.
And then you look at our little peanut over here, 5 years old, and she's undergone 16. I think what we'll do is we'll at least shoot for 16 calls. We're 13 right now. We can do it. 608-784-KIDS. I hear the phone ringing again. We don't have the normal ring on the phone. It's that beautiful little tone that you're hearing, that little, sounds like little chimes. That means the phones are ringing. And this is really touching you right now, isn't it?
Rena says we're at 15.
We have 15? Okay. We're up to 15. We're getting there. We're 15. We're one away. 608-784-KIDS. 784-KIDS 5437. You're listening to the Radiothon. We're here with the small family from Rockland. Small town living good for you guys, or is it a challenge with driving and coming in for appointments?
It's quite a distance, about a half hour, but we love small town. People are amazing in our community. They really pitch in and help out. We have an amazing support system with our family. Grandmas are right there, 5-10 minutes away each grandma. So,
Tyler, I'm going to ask you a question. You okay with that? Grab a mic.
Ty doesn't talk.
He does, because this is something he'll be passionate about and he can tell me. So later on today, you're heading back to the fire department. Is that right? Put your mic right up by your... There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, what you going to do?
We have Fire Prevention Week going on.
Okay, so do you have some kids coming your way to learn about fire prevention?
Yes, we have a few from a little town called Highlanddale.
Okay.
They'll be coming down to the Rockland Station.
What are you gonna talk about? What are you gonna teach them?
We're looking to make plans, how to escape your home.
Okay.
Checking smoke alarms, smoke detectors, CO detectors.
So this is good advice for everybody
Yep.
to be doing. So you start young, kids take that information home, and moms and dads up on the ladder changing those batteries.
That's the plan.
That's the plan. So that's your afternoon. Well, we want to thank you so much for coming in and spending your morning with us. You're coming back.
I am.
Oh, we hit 16. Looks like now we're going to go for 20. See, you know what they're doing? I see what they're doing here. I get it. I see what they're doing. So we're at 16. 16 calls right now for Miss Emerson at 608-784-KIDS 5437. And now we've lifted the lofty goal to 20 calls. And you know we're not going to stop until we get that. It's Versity Blood Center of Wisconsin with a small family. So Fire Prevention Week, we're taking care of that. So, other things go on. Yes, you have to make all the trips into the clinic, and you have to keep up with everything that goes on for Emerson and all the special school. And then there's other things that how do you do that balance? How does that happen in your family?
We just do, with the help of our family and friends and our community, really. Everyone kind of steps up and
steps up. That's a good phrase. Steps up. Let's step up right now and make the phone call and call in your pledge. What would you say to somebody that's waffling, trying to decide to make a phone call or not, and call in a pledge?
I would just say just pick up the phone. Even like $5, if $10 would help. Those meal vouchers for families that have a child in the NICU or on PEDS, that's all that it's worth is $5, and those families can have a meal while their child is in the hospital.
You were surprised to see our number right now, the NICU, with 10 babies, because that's where you work. And yesterday, when you went home,
Yeah.
how many were in there?
There was only 8.
There's
when I
only
left,
8.
so
And
2
so
overnight.
since the time... By the way, we've got 2 more phone calls. We have 2 to go. We're at 18 right now. There's 2 to go at 608-784-KIDS. So you're taking care of little bitties that need a lot of care. Is it hard for you to, when you're done at the end of your shift, come down to your car, get in your car? Do you leave it with you, or do you take some of your day home with you?
No.
She brings it home.
She brings it home. Now he talks.
Yeah.
Now your hubby chimes in. So
No.
you can't help it.
It's hard not to, but I picked the career I did because of Emerson. Like 3.5 years ago, after Emerson was born, I knew the NICU was where my heart was meant to be. Truly. I knew I wanted to be a postpartum labor and delivery peds nurse, and it wasn't until Emerson was born. I knew I wanted to help people in similar situations get through that, and I knew this is where I wanted to be.
and your husband is running into burning buildings.
I know,
So you know what I'm
right?
saying? You know where your calling is, and I'm not
Exactly.
joking about that. I mean,
Exactly.
yeah, that's exactly the same thing. It
there
is
to help people, and that's what you
there
want
to help people, and that's where your passion is.
Mm-hmm.
We're at 18 right now. We're going to shoot for 20. It's 608-784-KIDS. We can do it. 5437 784 5437. It's the Radiothon. You're tuning in. That's what you're listening to. We have an incredible family with us, the small family from Rockland, and Emerson is the star of the show here today. We're trying to give her a clapper to see if she wants to. She's worked on her hearing aids. I see they're both out. They're both back
her
out
something
again.
else to
Yeah,
do.
there's something else to do. Give her something else to focus on. Our focus is the phones. It's 608-784-KIDS 5437. We have the Gunderson inpatient peds volunteers here, and there's discussion going on. I see someone is taking some phone calls here. There's a few questions. We'll update you the minute I know. See, they're getting ready. They're getting ready with the cowbells because we just know we're going to crack that 20 call mark. It's 608-784-KIDS 5437. Radiothon. We're making miracles happen one call at a time. And there we go. We're going to encourage them. Look at Emerson's getting excited about it. There she goes. She wants those. We're at 19. We have one to go. 608-784-KIDS 5437. You know we're going to do this together. You know we are. And you know what's going to happen? We're going to hit 20, and then we'll kind of, go our little separate way, and more calls are going to be coming in. We hit 20! We did it! Your generosity and your help, and we thank you so much. I think we're going to let you guys go about your day. How about that? Thank you for
Thank you
coming
for
back
having
in.
us.
Thank you for bringing everybody in so we can continue to watch the progress.
Thank you for
Because,
having us.
well, it's so important. And you're giving back doing this. You know you're doing that. So thank you so much. You're listening to the Radiothon, CMN Hospital's Radiothon. Put your money where the miracles are, a service of the La Crosse Media Group.
Thank you, Joni. Yeah, let's keep the phones going. 608-784-KIDS, 784-5437. Boy, I tell you what, that was awesome hitting our goal of 20. But keep the phones ringing. 608-784-KIDS, 784-5437 on the Versity Blood Center of Wisconsin phone bank line right now. The gang from Inpatient Pediatrics from Gunderson are over there working it hard. Hot Spring Spas and Pools are sponsors for the day today. They've been doing a fabulous job. Yep. And I tell you what, when you call in, tell them you want to be in the 120 Club. $10 a month for 12 months. It is called the 120 Club. It is so important. It is absolutely the way to do it. But thank you so much for doing this. I tell you what, I've been pleading, saying, man, we got to get this done. It's almost noon. We're halfway through Friday. We've only got a short day tomorrow, 8 to 2. We got to make this happen. We believe in this so much, and we've got to push all of this over the line. And that takes you. That takes you. All I can do is say, you know what? How badly we need you, and we really do. 608-784-KIDS, 784-5437 on the Children's Miracle Network Hospitals Radiothon on Kicks 106.3.